Hey guys, I wanted to come to you today and share with you my Whole30 bullet journal spread so you guys can see how I've been just tracking and documenting my Whole30 progress this round. This is my second round of Whole30. If you're interested in learning more about what the Whole30 is and how I'm doing and all that jazz, I'll go ahead and leave a link to my Whole30 playlist up in the card so you guys can go check that out. Let me open you guys. I was looking around on Instagram and Pinterest and YouTube for some Whole30 spreads, and I didn't find a ton. I did find a lot of other fitness related ones, so I just kind of took bits and pieces from the different spreads that I liked and kind of came up with my own. So the first thing that I really wanted to have in this spread was a big section for why I wanted to do the Whole30, so that I would have it nice and written out so that I could come back and look at this whenever I was feeling discouraged or really tempted by some off-plan foods. And I think for a successful Whole30, knowing why you're doing it is so important because it is really difficult. Then I wanted to have some little sections for my weigh-in and measurements from before and after to kind of have a quantitative measure of my success. So I did my weight and my waist and my hip measurement. Those are the only measurements that I took this time around. Then I also had a section for the after, which you guys can see. I'm in the reintroduction phase right now, so I already have those after numbers. And then I just had a little bit on the bottom to remind myself that there's no weigh-ins, cheating, legumes, grains, dairy, alcohol, or sweeteners. And then I had a little chart for important dates so that I could fill in to remind myself of what's going on. For the reintroduction, I don't have them all filled in yet because I want to be able to be a little bit more flexible with my reintroduction this go around. And then I wanted to leave this nice huge space here for all of my non-scale victories. These are things that you get out of the Whole30 aside from what the scale tells you, and that is such an important part of the Whole30 process because really your health is more than a number on the scale. So I want to leave myself lots of space. If you go to the Whole30 website, they do have a PDF checklist of different non-scale victories that you might see. So I took that and I just filled in from that list any of the things that I saw and then of course added my own little bits on there. So then I really wanted to kind of document my journey a little bit better than I did last time. I didn't really take any notes about how I was feeling or what I was doing. I was just too busy trying to get used to eating on the Whole30 plan. So I just made a little box here for each of the 30 days, and that just gave me a little bit to put maybe a sentence or two or just a thought of how I was feeling on each day of the Whole30. So yeah, so that was my little snapshot. You could also do like a line a day or something. And then here's my reintroduction spread. Like I said, I'm still working through the reintroduction, but I want to have a section for each of the 4 food groups that get reintroduced. And then I just put down the date and talked about what I ate so that I could really see everything that I was eating during the day to get a really detailed idea of how things were affecting me. And so I have a breakfast, lunch, and a dinner, and then also how I felt on each day. And then you have 2 days where you go back on the Whole30 between reintroductions, and I wanted to just have a little space to write how I felt, see if there are any lingering effects from that. So this is yesterday, I introduced gluten-free grains, so that's where I'm at right now. And then today I will fill in this plus 1 day, and that is what I'm going to be using the spread for. Now let me go ahead and show you some of my weekly spreads. You guys can see I wanted to document what I was eating during the weeks. Again, just to have a record and also good for me to remember what kind of recipes I tried. I wanted to try some new recipes during this Whole30. Now I meal prep, which means I cook all of my food on Sunday and then I eat it through the rest of the week. So I have 1 breakfast, 1 lunch, and 1 dinner usually, unless I have leftovers of some kind from a week before, which I don't on the Whole30 usually. So you can see this week I had a banana and almond butter for breakfast. I made some Thanksgiving bites and roast vegetables, and then I had a Thai soup for dinner. I did not do very good with the banana and almond butter, so I switched back to eggs and protein in the morning. And so you guys can see I have some different Whole30 meals going on. There's that one. And then if I flip over, now we're into November, this week's spread, you can see I have Reintroduction. Again, I kept a base Whole30 meal, and then I'm gonna add in the different foods as I go along. As you can see, that's Friday. I don't know, I'm eating gluten-free grains. Tuesday was beans. So that's it for my bullet journal spread, and I just wanted to share you guys with that if you guys are looking to document any kind of health or food related things in your bullet journal. So thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure that if you want to see more of my videos, you go ahead and click that subscribe button, because I still have a couple more Whole30 videos to upload, including my results. So you guys got a little sneak peek of that in this one. And until next time, I will see you guys later.